Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up the First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Okay, Coach, we are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Cleveland. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson. Very, very talented.
What a man to set your offensive line with. Greg Robinson can do it all. Tremendous athleticism, great strength, just coming into his own.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes, but he takes up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield down from the 50. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising neither one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league. And what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now. And he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter, can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. If he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs could open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Andy Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10 for Dalton. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Give him 17 at his Cincinnati first down.
One of the selling points of the end route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be Dalton again. He completes it to Tate. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And it'll be Dalton again. And he'll take this into the end zone from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they get it down, but number 4 takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They all came together there in breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out the gun, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield with it once more. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield. He picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get the field, defense.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
So my observation has been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there? But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. Cyber able to knock this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Dalton got a man open. It's Ross. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Just like that. Switch.
Dalton gives to Bernard, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Mayfield on 1st down, and that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Take it in at the 22. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And offensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Bernard. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Let's go. Keep tight. Let's go. Keep tight.
Dalton, bootlegs out. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Open man is Ross complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
Fired that one in there and it'll make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Another chance for Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, get the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mayfield now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know, it just takes a couple of explosive game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's up?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one. So, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here to 29. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So now here comes the Browns offense as they'll try for two more.
Let him know. I got you.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down one does for me.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. Go up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, part I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Dalton to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton over the middle, and it's incomplete. It's big tight end Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw here, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. It's caught. Becker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield finding Becker, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and field.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd team. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run the plays harder to move it.
Mayfield looks to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And this kick is there. It's short and no good. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Here's Bernard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this game as they stop him behind the line. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here from the left hash, 52-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Mayfield to throw. They'll leave for Hunt, complete. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last sort of miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
Okay. There you have it. The Bengals are winners 14-12. Don't know why Cleveland wouldn't kick that field goal. But see you soon. I'm going to be doing another stream and picking another team to play. They'll set it up and see you soon.